So there's 2 blue boxes. This is basically our rondos that we do during our game warm-up. So I need 2 blues over here, 2 blues over there, half my players in each of other grid. So I think there will be 9 total. So 7 shirts, 2 blues in each grid, and 1 ball. Are we good on numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so here's the way this game's gonna work. Blues, you're gonna be in the middle for the entirety. We'll switch out the blues throughout, okay? So, since these guys are semi-set up, shirts, the way you score is by passing through the red on a successful pass. Does that make sense? So the way we score here, is by passing through the red on a successful pass. We can knock it around the outside as much as we want. Blues, I want you to guard that space. Don't worry about chasing the ball as much. So a little bit of pressure when it makes sense, but mostly worry about that gate. We'll go for 1 minute and then we'll switch out who's in the middle. Easy enough? Easy enough? Play. Oh, good pass, Sid. Good, good. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No, just leave him in the middle. We'll switch you out in 30 seconds. Good step, Alex. All right, and freeze. So blues, a little bit different than we're used to, yeah? I saw over here, I saw Ella trying to pressure because that's what she knew she needed to do, and then dropping off when we got split. So the biggest thing here is first decisiveness, okay? So imagine this, all of us as we're playing, right? So we're gonna defend this goal. Stay right where you're at, Ella, stay right where you're at. I'm your striker, right? The ball's coming from here. My midfielders are trying to shield this player, so I'm not allowed the ball. Does that make sense? So the player in the red box is just that. I'm just a striker or a dangerous player who we're trying to protect from getting the ball. What are some strategies that we think these guys might use? Can we put the ball in Kate's foot? Some strategies that these guys might be able to use to be successful here. Alex. Okay, so we tried a little bit of that, yeah? So if you go to the ball, you kind of hang in this space to protect it. Kate, can you hit that pass? Don't do it, but potentially, right? It's a hard pass, right? If Ella steps and Remy steps, you don't have a lot of space. So that's a good idea. What's some other strategies we might be able to use? Barrett. Nice and loud. If they both stood on the center, so let's try that. So we're here. Good. Kate, could you hit that pass? You don't have to hit it. Yes, no, maybe. Maybe, right? If these guys step together. Now, the challenge with this is that these two have to be communicating. So my biggest point to my 4 blues was that we weren't talking enough. Okay, so blues swap out with a new player. We'll pull 2 more in. Let's see how our new holding mids do. As soon as they have pennies on, we'll play. Good, this group can go ahead, go ahead. All right, we're on, let's get it. So Sky, look for that split. She had a second, let's try to hit it to Soph there. Look for that split if you can get it.
Alex.
Oh, good one. Way to hit it. Way to hit it, yeah.
Hello. Hey, sorry,
10 more seconds, guys. Good idea. That's all right. And freeze. Let's find 2 new blues. We'll start there. The next point I want to emphasize. So our spacing with these two midfielders like this needs to be tight. In a game, normally we have three in the middle, right? All three of those players, when we're working defensively, have to be tight together. Essentially is what we need to think about is not ever getting stretched bigger than this blue space on this big field. Does that make sense? So all three central midfielders needed to be in about a 15 by 15 yard box, which is actually what this blue box is. So center mid, stand where you're at, look around. If I'm further than Remy from Ella right now in a game, I'm probably in a bad spot. Does that make sense? We good? Cool, let's work on our spacing here. So don't get spread too far apart, don't get collapsed too far in. Ready, go. Good win. Start again, yep. And free! Let's find two new blues once again. I did not hear any chit chat out of our blues. We were really deathly quiet. Next player's in. Let's hear you talk. Charlotte, Greta, can I hear you talk? Yeah? Rach, Kate, can I hear you talk? Good, let me see it. Ready, play. Oh, good idea, Grace. Well done. So girls, we were almost too far apart, yeah? Yep, we gotta keep that spacing. All right, and pause for 1 second. One thing I'm seeing on the outside is really gentle, little easy passes, okay? The best way to make these guys unsuccessful, if you're a gray right now, is to move the ball really fast and really big. So, little gentle pass to Aubrey's not gonna do it, right? Big pass to Soph might. If we can get them to run around and chase, that's when we'll get them apart. Does that make sense? Yeah. So on the outside, let's make them work, make the job hard on them. Ready, play. Good. Did you see the space she made it, Grace? She came and then you had the spot. It's exactly what you're looking for. Good. Is got to get that touch, yeah? Make him work, make him work. Is look for that split. You had him. You had a spot where you could have hit it. Good. Well done, Grace. Good, way to step in there. All right, and freeze! Has everybody been in the middle? No. No, find the last two who haven't been in. Last two haven't been in. Raise your hand if you haven't been in yet. One, that's all right. Somebody else jump in. Good, all right. Last time through, middle. I want to hear the best communication out of you guys. One thing over here that Charlotte did really, really well, she was pressing and stepping and winning the ball. So, our center holding mid, what are the things, what are the attributes we might be looking for from that player? What are things that are really important to their game? Okay. Across the field, yes, so switch play, right? So I've got to be able to distribute really well. Usually switching play. So if I get it from the right side, I'm going to look to go left.
They can see who's up on the offense and talk to the players on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Part of the same thing, but very much so. Any other ideas?
Maybe they predict what the other team's going to do and stop it.
Yeah, so how are they going to stop it?
Getting in their lanes and blocking their passes and missing.
Yes, so a lot of things there. So getting in their lanes was one I really liked. So we're once again trying to block this lane to the striker. I think you kind of said it, but I want them to destroy the ball. Does that make sense? So we think back to Saturday when Barrett ripped the ball off the keeper's foot in the first 2 minutes. We had a goal. She destroyed the ball. She didn't come in gentle, right? So that's what we got to do in that center holding mid. We got to come in and destroy the ball. So let's go in and destroy the ball with that press that Charlotte had. Let's see it happen. Okay, ready, play. Last one. Good communication. Good, Bear. The ball. Good. Good idea. Good idea. Good, Grace. Way to get in that. Way to get in the mix. Amber, we don't want that much space though, right? Because they could have hit that one, right? It wasn't a great pass, so you were able to get it, but we don't want that much space between you and Ella. And rest, rest. You guys grab blues and reds. Under some of these blues are oranges. Don't pick up the oranges. When you're done, bring me the cones and grab water.
I was wondering, since we're doing a lot of sprinting and stuff, we should do like some long distance stuff.
All right, fair enough.
Like running runs and stuff.
Thank you, girls. Thank
I
you,
have a
Grace.
question.
Yes.
Wait, so the two holding mids, you obviously don't want them that close together in reality.
Right.
But like, with the players on the outside,
Yep, you're good.
do you want them like to split the midfield? But like, I guess like that makes sense. But like, cross like in like the scheme of a full game, you want them to like split crossing, like switching the field completely, or just through like the small passes.
Are you talking the gray players or the blue players?
The
in
blue
this last
players.
one? So.
But like, do you want the gray players to split the blue players across the field or short passes?
Okay,
Like-
so translate this to the game. That's what you're asking
Yeah.
for. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so the outside players are looking to keep possession by whatever that means. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So sometimes that's going to be short, sometimes it's going to be long. It'll kind of be based on the situation.
So I think it's basically
Yeah, it really based on the opponent. One way you can tell. Guys, Soph asked a really good question, kind of off base, but I still like it. So she asked the gray players there, what are we trying to do in a game? So are we trying to split quick with short passes or with a big pass? And it's really based on the opponent. Does that make sense? So sometimes when you would know which one to do, if a team plays really narrow, we're going to usually want to go big. If they play really wide, we're going to want to go small. So Saturday, the second half, I don't know how many of you guys heard me like ranting to Coach Aaron. I could not figure out what the other team was playing. They were running 3 wide players, a striker, a defender, and 1 or 2 center mids. I couldn't really tell. It was really weird. So I was trying to figure out what was going on, but they played super wide. So is what I would prefer we do when they play that wide is to quick little passes through the middle, because we'll eat them up, right? And we were asking possess, 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 right? We didn't do it as good as we could have, but that's what we're looking to do there. We're trying to link those quick little passes. Another team, I'm trying to think of an example. No, a game that you guys have played. I can't think of a good example, but if a team plays really tight in, so basically if the ball's over here and you look over on that side, there's not a player on that side of the goal on the whole half, I would rather look for that big switch. Does that make sense? Because then we're going to unbalance their whole team really quickly. So that's the time when we're going to look for that big ball, when they're playing more narrow or more tight this way too. Does that help a little bit? Okay. Because I was answering questions, I'm not quite ready for you. I gotta grab pennies. Grab some water. If you want to grab a ball and juggle for a moment, that's fine. I'll get you guys in just 1 second, okay? And blue pennies, can I have your blue pennies? Amber, Grace, Barrett. Good yellow, thank you.
Okay, Chief.
Yes.
Do you have a minute? I think I have something that might really help, well, me especially, but like the center mids, because we kind of worked on it with Justine, but it's like where you receive, so like if the ball's coming from over here, you receive with this foot, like open your hips, so like that can help us switch the field.
Okay.
Because that helped us a lot.
With Justine.
Because they had to run, like the
All
other
the
team
time.
had to
Yeah.
run a lot.
Okay. Thank you for
Just,
the
like,
insight. I
throw
appreciate
that
it.
in
Yeah. Soph. Sydney. Kate. Charlotte. And Rachel. Where's Rachel at? Ava. Alex Page. Oh, sorry. Let's see here. Greta, Sky, Remy, Amber, Barrett, who do I have left? Who haven't given a penny to? If I haven't given you one, come here.
Wait, what? I thought you
She's
said whoever
right.
wants it come here.
No, it's whoever hasn't gotten one.
Yep.
Thank you.
Who wants to be goalie for a little bit? You don't have to actually be goalie, but you just kind of got to stand in there for a minute.
Okay. Sure.
Do it for now? Okay.
I don't.
Wait, how many?
I can do it. Wait, then am I just
You're going to be a goalie. You're going to be for real goalie in the goal.
for real? Like there's
Yeah.
actually gonna be shots
There's
coming
gonna
at me?
actually be shots, yes.
So should I go grab that?
All right. Yeah, grab your gloves. Sorry.
Can we get red pennies?
I can.
Just hang out without. Just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Grab that yellow. And then you're going to be with that one. For now. We'll switch you out in a minute, okay?
Okay, well, what am I doing?
It'll all make sense in a second. Yes. All right. Blues stand right here in the middle. Yellows over here. Reds over there.
Yellow's over here. Where's here?
Yellows over here. Reds over here. What? Yes, please. All right. Here's the way you guys are going to be set up. Center backs, holding mid, striker wingers. Reds, here's how you're going to be set up. Center backs, holding mid, strikers, wingers. All right. Wait, you four will be set up. Center mids, wingers. All right, ladies, listen up, listen up, listen up. Here's the way this game is going to work. Maggie, I'll get you some goals set up here in just a second, all right? All right, here's the way this game is going to work. Yellows are defending down here. Reds are defending down there. Blues are always neutral. Okay, so whichever way the attack is going, Blues is going to join them. The players I'm concerned about that I'm going to look at the most, my center backs and my holding mid. So you guys really work on your game. Everybody else make their game really hard to work on. Easy enough? Work them hard. All right, get yourself set up. I'll get some goals down here and we'll get going. The red, yeah. Well, if it's here, play like a goalie, but mostly use your feet and use like a drop pass, and just give it your best go. I'm not.
Don't punch pass.
Yep. Can you give me a go for it? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll get you some here in a minute. All right. Aubrey, ball's in your hands. Hey, you're a striker. Get up as a striker. Good press, Grace. Girls, make it look real. Let's go.
Right here, outside.
Aubrey, ball always starts from you, okay? And freeze, 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 freeze. Go back to where Barrett was when she was about to receive the ball. Amber, did you play her that ball? Yeah. Ball on Amber's foot. And then, okay, this is about right. Ball on Amber's foot. All right, once again, the biggest thing these three are worried about right now is Barrett. So, what things do you think I might adjust on you being right where you're at? What things would I want to see different? Nobody move. Nobody move. What? Yeah. Okay.
Being like right on.
Oh, cut off the angle from the ball.
Cut off the angle. That's a big bit. Any ideas?
Don't let it get.
Like.
Not sure? That's okay. All right, so here's the three or the couple things I would like to see. One, we've got a lot of space this way. We're spread out pretty wide this way and really tight this way. I would like this to come a little bit tighter together. So Ella, take a step back. You guys take a step forward. Good. That's fine. Now we're a little too tight, but you guys get the idea, right? The second thing I would like to see is us be on all three sides of her. We kind of are on this side. So Sid slide, Soph slide. Now we're in better shape, okay? So, Sid drop off just a little bit. If we're set up like this, I'm not worried about somebody being on her. My reasoning why, Amber, play that ball in just 1 second, okay? When you get it, try to turn.
Okay.
Try to turn, first touch.
Okay.
Play it like it's live. Play it like it's live, okay? You good?
Okay.
Amber, play that ball when you're ready. And freeze, 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 freeze. So we didn't quite get it because the ball was not the best one. That's all right. Let's try it better next time. So, but Barrett really had no space to turn. Fair? As soon as she turned, you would have crushed her. Yeah? Okay, so Barrett play back. We'll try one other thing. Barrett's going to try one other option she might have here. Barrett's in here. You guys get set up off her position. All right, go ahead and play that ball, Amber. Let it in, Ella. Yep, go ahead. Oh, wait, freeze, freeze. Sorry. Barrett, when you get it, touch it back this way and try to dribble out of this box. That's your other option, yeah? So, go ahead.
Here.
And freeze. Okay, so we were on her again. We didn't give her a lot of options, right? We cut down her space really quickly. So I'm not concerned with somebody's on her if we've got good positioning.
Is it a good thing that we were able, like, it's a good thing, right?
Yeah, what you did was good, yes. Yeah, when we have this tight, good spacing, it looks good. So, Reds, what do we need to change right now for Kate? Based on what I just said. The ball is on Charlotte's foot. Good. So what things did you fix and why'd you do it? Got your triangle around her. Cut off the angle. Did you do anything? No? That's right. The one thing I would like to see a little different here, our backs are really angled. They were a little bit more flat over here. So Greta, I would like you to take a step forward and to your right and step back there. Does that make sense? We want you guys to be a little bit more flat than you were. Not quite as angled as you were. A little bit of angle's fine, but that much was not so good. All right, ball here. Play. You are on camera. Throw, yellow throw. All right, and freeze, 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 freeze. So, the reason we're gonna have a lot of problems is because of breakdowns, right? We had a breakdown, yeah? Somebody missed a tackle in, I don't remember who it was. Ball came in and got to Kate, so let's give Kate the ball here. Nobody else move. All right, so when it got here, what did we lose? Our triangle, right? We totally lost it. Now, sometimes in a game, this is not the end of the world. And when I say that, I mean when we're saving something and we're gonna fix it really quickly. Does that make sense? So here's what I would see the way we could save this and fix it really quickly. The triangle would best work if Remy came here. Greta now becomes our holding mid. Does that make sense? Center backs who normally play center back. Does that make sense what we just did? So if that were to happen there, Ella might rotate in, Soph steps in and becomes our holding mid for a few minutes. Does that make sense? You guys don't have to do it. Yes? It's a great question. Can we hold it for one moment?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on to it. We'll answer it, okay? Okay. Does that make sense what we just did here, guys? Could everybody be able to do that if you're in any of these three spots? Yeah? Yeah? All right. Yeah. Kiss the ball. Play. Now, Reds, now you can get it sorted out, and we're good. Reds, let's get our spacing. We're too spread out. Yes, Rim. Reds, we're not in our triangle. Let's get it sorted. Good, Sky. Got a tuck there. What are you doing? So, Remy, I think you noticed it, but you were way too high, yeah? We gotta drop back in there. Ball here, ball here. Play. Yellows, we're not in a triangle. Get it sorted. Yellows, get it sorted. All right, well done. Keep playing, keep playing. Yes.
So when I'm in a battle, where do I just like drop off or something?
Who passed you the ball? Play as that team.
Oh, so I can like.
You can still battle.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're going this way and you're in a battle, and when you lose the ball, you lose the ball.
Okay.
But so don't do the immediate chase, but everything else. Give her an option. Let her know you're there.
Remember, you're on our team now.
Oh yeah, I am on
There, you all right? Amber, can you switch Maggie's spots? Sky, make sure you stay on that side of her, right? We let her outside the triangle, so we got to keep that spacing. Keep her inside of it, yeah.
So what if the ball's on this side and she's on that?
Okay, great question. All right, so ladies, listen up, listen up. So, Kate escaped the triangle by getting out the side. Sky asked, do we keep her inside the triangle? What is our answer? Yes. There are exceptions to every rule in soccer, though. Is that fair? Okay, so striker, go as wide as you can. Literally, go as wide as you can. And that's good right there. Do we keep her in the triangle here if that's the goal? Do we need to worry about it? No. What do we need to worry about? Making sure somebody's still aware of her. Probably marked her. The ball is out here somewhere. So is what I would like to see there is that maybe Sky steps in a little closer to Kate. We shift our triangle now. So Greta's gonna step in this space. Now what happens if what is our weakness now? What did we just give as an option? Charlotte, right? So if the ball's with Charlotte, we're gonna adjust a little bit. This is one of those situations where we might not keep a perfect triangle. Striker's wide, there's nobody in this central space. Greta has to go Charlotte, she has no other option. Remy, what would you do here? Drop in and cover this middle, really dangerous space. Does that make sense what we just did? Why we did it? Yeah? Yeah? Good. We'll play for 2 more minutes. I'm going to keep my mouth shut and we'll just see where it goes. When you're ready, Amber. Now, Sky, fix it. Where do you need to be?